everybody, this is Sarahscopic and you're watching Traffic Musings. So, well, technically last week was a pretty rough week for me. I didn't really do any Traffic Musings episodes, and I should probably warn you right now that you guys probably are kind of seeing this, but in case it's not really apparent, my Traffic Musings are going to be really behind, so the time you see this will probably be a week or two after it was filmed, and I'm going to keep it that way because I figure once I hit summer, I'm not really going to be doing Traffic Musings like this, and so I figure I might as well have a surplus once the summer hits. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about today. I don't really know how else to say this, but to say that last week's been kind of rough on me for multiple reasons and multiple things, and the reason I want to talk about it is because there are possible effects to the show as a result. I suppose I'll start with like sad news that I don't know much about, and I'll probably just speak more about it in another episode if I need to. But my dog Odin, who you guys all know from a previous episode, is not doing so well. They found enlarged lymph nodes in his throat area, and they're not really sure what's going on. At best, it could be an infection. At worst, it's a tumor. So we're gonna see what that could possibly mean. Our doctor is not exactly confident that it's just an infection because other signs that would point to it are not being met, such as white blood cell count. We will, there'll be a test for him this Friday, so by the time you guys see this, the test will probably be over, and we'll see what happens. So that's been a little stressful, but it's not, I guess, affected me super directly, but it's just a stress on top of everything else that I'm going through. The other thing that's happening that is technically a good thing for Traffic Musings, just terrible for me, I am moving back home for the summer. I think I told you guys that I was not able to keep this apartment that I'm in, just for reasons, long story, but I will not be moving back to the apartment I'm in right now. I am hoping to move in with an old friend of mine from high school for next year. We're still looking at apartments and such, and we need to get on that before they all get, there's no more. So we're gonna hopefully be doing that, and the area we're looking at would hopefully be a little bit closer to where my internship would be, but I still will probably be doing Traffic Musings next year anyway, so don't you worry. But also still hopefully close enough to school that I'm not killing myself over trying to get to school. So the reason that's kind of coming up is because I have to move out this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and that's just kind of a bugger because of timing and things that are happening. My parents aren't able to help me move out, and so my brother and I are kind of doing it in shifts, and with my back, that's not really going so well because my back is not cooperating with me right now, which is another issue altogether. So that's a little bit stressful on my mind, and stuff like that. So I unfortunately still will have my internship until basically the second week of June, and so that will be going there from home. I have no idea how that's going to work out. To be fair, I'm hoping it's not as bad. It's not super bad, but going home now to my apartment for my internship has actually been pretty much a drag. It takes an extra 15 to 20 minutes to get home now. I think it's because there's construction near this highway, and so everyone that normally takes that route is now congested into here, and it's kind of a mess, and it's really irritating. Usually, I can zip through home in about 30 to 40 minutes, but not anymore, so that's a little irritating, but we'll see how it is from home. Hopefully it's better. I guess, again, my back is, again, not working with me, which is really irritating because I think I mentioned in another episode, they don't know what's wrong with my back. The results from the MRI did not turn up anything. They said it was normal. I'm a little suspicious because they didn't even give my doctor the x-ray. They just made their own opinions and went through, and so I would like to actually get the MRI and show it to my doctor. Well, my chiropractor, I should say. I don't know. I guess he's technically a doctor. But anyway, and so I would trust him to look into it. This is irritating because I don't know why I'm in pain. So that's great. I have pain. The good news, I guess, is my back, as my chiropractor was telling me, my back isn't completely destroyed. I guess I don't know if the issue that was in my lumbar, I don't know if that's been fixed or it's better. I don't know, but still in pain, so that's great. Just don't know what's causing it. And that is extremely irritating. Going along the same veins, probably to me, the worst news, I don't know to you guys, but we got the results back from the sleep study and they couldn't find anything. In a way, I guess that's supposedly good news because I don't have narcolepsy, which was kind of my biggest fear, and I don't have the restrictive airway syndrome as I may have talked to you guys about, but they don't know what's going on with me. This is extremely disappointing for me for a number of reasons, and I don't want to get too emotional, but you have to understand that this whole year I've been dealing with this, and I've been leading it up to the point of I need to get a sleep study, and I wasn't getting it because I had no time, and I finally made the appointment. So this was supposed to be the the study that was going to tell me things, that was going to finally get to the bottom of issues that I've had since I was younger, and finally look at what's going on, and they don't know. And I think the worst part was when the doctor was trying to tell me the results, is he even went so far as to say that it probably wasn't getting enough sleep, but then had to kind of quickly retract that statement when he saw how many hours I was sleeping during my week-long study. As I mentioned to you guys, I had to keep a sleep log, and when he looked at those hours, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. So that's been extremely frustrating. I think what's also worse about it is that I can't even figure out my next steps until July, because if they had discovered something, then they would immediately, prescribe me something or whatever, and then the appointment in July with the sleep doctor was supposed to kind of be a follow-up on how it's been working, but since they can't do anything for me, they can't give me anything, I don't get to know until July what to do next. So that's been really hard. I don't know what's next. I don't know. It's just very frustrating because I'm doing traffic musings now, but I had to do it now, especially because I was already starting to fall asleep while driving, and so thankfully, this helps me kind of stay conscious and do things, but I can't. This is always gonna be an option for me, and I would like to know what's really going on, because it's not just while driving, it's just even day by day living, and I'm kind of sick of it. I'm especially sick of it because it just seems so much now that when I do sleep for what essentially should be 7 hours, I feel so sleepy during the day, and yet when I go to sleep and wake up 5 hours later, I feel okay. And it's not always like that. It also switches too, but that's just especially irritating because I don't know what that means. I apologize if I sound very down about this. This is probably worse than being told I have narcolepsy, because there's nothing that can be done right now about it, and I don't know what's going on. So, sorry to be a downer, but I just wanted to let you guys know about that. The other frustrating thing that's been going on that does directly impact traffic musings is, still having issues with figuring out how to do uploads. I think I explained this to you guys, or if you follow the Facebook page, you kind of know about this. My laptop, which is it's going to be in December, will be 6 years old, so it's very old, does not connect to my external hard drive anymore. It doesn't register it. It does every once in a while, but not consistently, which is extremely frustrating. I've tried multiple things. I am almost positive it's simply because my laptop is too old and cannot update to proper drivers for USB 3.0. That's what I think is going on, because the external hard drive works quite honestly on every other kind of computer that I've tried it on, so it's not that. So it's been really frustrating because I usually do all my editing on my laptop because I don't have a desktop. The problem is that I don't really want to get a new laptop because I do want to get a new desktop at some point. Well, not a new one, an actual desktop, but I do not have room in my bedroom at my house right now, and also because I'm moving up around so much, I would really rather not try to get a desktop right now because I don't even know where I'm going to be, and I don't really want to do all the moving around. So right now I'm doing all my big editing, any of the Let's Plays and stuff is all done on my brother's desktop, and that can go on my external hard drive, but a lot of traffic musing episodes haven't been on an external hard drive because it gets in my computer. And the problem is then, therefore, I can't even do edits on my brother's computer and then upload on my laptop in an area that's safe. Now, I thought I had fixed this because I realized that my tablet that I have has a USB port, and it does work with the external hard drive, and so at one point, I was using that to do uploads, at least from that point of view. So in the future, Traffic Musings may be done, for example, on my brother's computer. How long I'm going to do for next year when that won't be possible, but we'll see. But the problem with that is, I guess, as you guys kind of know, I really can't, I can upload from my apartment, but I can't really upload at home because the internet is so bad at my house that it takes a really long time, like twice as long as it should to upload a single episode. A Traffic Musings episode can take upwards of 4 hours to upload from my house. Now, I thought I had a solution because I found out I could go to the library. The last time I went to the library, though, they siphoned my internet. I could tell because all of a sudden everything was fine and then uploads weren't working at all. It kept getting error messages, and then when I would retry, it would do worse. And then it got to the point that it wouldn't even let me go on YouTube.com anymore. It just said it wasn't working. Now, there's a bajillion reasons why this could have happened the day that I went. I don't know for sure. I am very afraid, however, that their systems automatically detect if anyone is using more bandwidth than they want you to, and they, purposely siphon it. Now, if it was just a one-time thing, that's fine. I'm worried because I think the main issue is what I was doing is I was doing multiple uploads, and so I think that they registered that as nope, we can't do that. It's if I had done one video at a time, which a headache, but can be done. I could just wait. What I'm worried about, and this may sound conspiracy theory-esque, but I'm pretty sure they do this, where they can save your IP and know that in the future this IP misuses the internet, basically. And so I really hope that that's not the case, because then I can't go to the library, and then where am I supposed to go? There's no other real good, decent public place I could go to. I can't really go to a coffee shop. A, they probably will do the same thing, and B, it's probably worse internet than the library. So I will let you guys know. Hey guys, turn that down. And on top of everything else, my phone overheated once again while recording. Oh gosh. That's another issue I'm gonna have to figure out because I'm I think once I'm no longer driving towards the sun, that'll be better, but we'll see about that. Anyway, we're gonna stop here. That's me ranting about boohoo first world problems and my issues that don't really matter in the long run, but that's okay. Woo, gonna get through this. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope something amazing happens to you. Without further ado, I hope to see you all in the next video.